In this video, we're going to see how jelly beans are made from raw syrup to the perfect glossy finish. And trust me, once you see what goes into it, you'll never look at jelly beans the same way again. Jelly beans trace their roots back to the 1800s in the United States, inspired by Turkish delight, that soft, chewy, Middle Eastern sweet. By the early 20th century, they'd become a favorite in glass jars across American candy shops. But it was the Easter season that made them iconic. Their egg-like shape became a symbol of celebration, and by the 1930s, they were everywhere. Fast forward to today, and what used to be handmade in small batches is now mass-produced in enormous candy factories where machines can make over 10 million jelly beans in a single run. Let's see how it all happens. The foundation of every jelly bean begins with sugar, the star of the show. Huge SY loaves hold granulated sugar, corn syrup, and starch, all delivered in bulk. Through pipes and pumps, these ingredients are precisely measured and sent to massive stainless steel kettles. Here, heat and timing are everything. As the mixture boils, it thickens into a glossy syrup that's more than 80% sugar, by volume dense, sweet, and ready to take shape. Once the syrup reaches the perfect consistency, flavors and colors enter the mix. Factories use food-grade dyes and flavor oils ranging from fruity strawberry and lemon to wild cherry, rish, and even spicy cinnamon. Each batch gets its unique personality, color, and flavor matched to perfection. Think about it. There's no shortcut. Even one drop too much of coloring could ruin an entire batch worth thousands of dollars. Next, that hot syrup is poured into starch molds, shallow trays filled with fine cornstarch imprinted with bean-shaped cavities. The starch acts like a cushion, holding each droplet in shape while drawing out excess moisture. The trays are stacked into long, climate-controlled tunnels where the jelly beans rest for 24 to 48 hours, slowly firming up from the outside in. Once cured, the jelly bean centers are carefully removed from their molds, cleaned, and sifted to remove excess starch. At this point, they're soft, matte, and dull, nothing like the glossy candy you recognize. That's about to change in one of the most mesmerizing parts of candy making: panning. Inside large, rotating steel drums, thousands of jelly beans tumble endlessly. Operators add thin layers of sugar syrup over and over, drying them with blasts of filtered air between coats. This can take up to 6 hours, and it's all about rhythm. Too much syrup too fast, and they clump. Too little, and they won't shine. Over time, those dull candy centers evolve into smooth, perfect little gems. When the shell is just right, it's time for the finishing touch, a natural glaze. Factories use carnooba wax, a plant-based wax from palm leaves. It's completely edible and gives jelly beans that irresistible glossy shine. Once polished, they move through vibrating conveyors that separate and cool them evenly. Now, it's time for quality control, and it's incredibly precise. Automated laser scanners inspect every single bean for size, color, and shape. Anything too small, too large, or misshapen gets rejected instantly. And yes, professional candy tasters exist. They randomly sample batches to check that flavor, texture, and chewiness are consistent. After passing inspection, the jelly beans head to the packaging line. Depending on the brand, they're either sorted by flavor or mixed into rainbow assortments. Automatic dispensers fill pre-printed bags, boxes, or jars, and high-speed sealers close them up tight to lock in freshness. Each package gets labeled with a batch code and best-by date before being boxed and stacked on pallets by robots for shipping. Now here's a fun fact. The average jelly bean takes 7 to 10 days to go from raw sugar to final packaging. And during peak holidays like Easter or Christmas, some factories run non-stop, 24 hours a day, just to meet demand. Over 50 different flavors are made around the world, but the classics fruit mix, like, rish, and sour assortments, still dominate. And get this. The inside of a jelly bean is made to be softer than the shell, so it cracks just right when you bite into it. That tiny detail alone took years for candy engineers to perfect. Despite all the automation, making jelly beans remains a true art. It's a balance of chemistry, precision, and design, every bean identical, every batch a testament to how far candy making has evolved. From simple sugar syrup to shiny perfection, the jelly bean is proof that even small things can have an extraordinary story behind them. So next time you grab a handful of jelly beans, remember you're holding a candy that took days to craft and centuries to perfect. If you enjoyed discovering how jelly beans are made, hit that like button, share this with a candy lover, and subscribe for more incredible behind-the-scenes stories of how everyday things come to life.